Hey Gizmo! Yeah guys, well, I hate Legends of Aria because there's nothing I can do about it, but I really want all this stuff to change. Well, you know, welcome to the club. Luckily, on the community side, Citadel's nice enough to provide you with all these art assets, with these icons assets, with that spell book on the page and that character screen and the ability to show my character there. There's a lot of stuff that they give you that will speed up the process of anybody's development. So the system is easy enough to modify that I can just, as you can see, just remove, other than channeling there, a majority of the skills and replace them with whatever the heck I want. And with another modification to the way spellbooks work, then I was quickly able to add in as many spell systems as you can see here. We got 6 to start that you want. If I go back to the combat system here, we have all your basic combat systems. I'm calling them schools, and then focuses are how you enhance the abilities and what I like to call the advanced skill feats, because we're going with the D&D aspect. So I was able to put all this stuff in and remove all that stuff to start working on this, right? So we're 3 weeks in, solo developer, right? And that's really not that bad of work done, getting things implemented, changed around. So in a matter of 3 weeks as a solo developer with the knowledge to change this, I was able to add in a race system. I was able to add in a new spell casting system on how spells work. I've moved a lot of things that Citadel wanted to move to another area, but just didn't have the time. And I wish I could explain that to the average player, but I just want to point out, you know, this video. There's just a vast amount of information and changes that you can make. It's going to be neat to see what gets released in the future, right? So 3 weeks as an individual, I was happy to play, test, and create 85 files, I think it is, modifications to the core system in order to produce what we have here, right? So the next thing for our development is to move on to new spells. And after this equipment upgrade that I put in, then I'm going to go ahead and create the next series of test templates. And I would like, before any player steps in, to come in and check and try and have light magic and dark magic available. The tribute spawners as the working functionality and twisting out the bugs that might appear in the system. It's pretty solid, I gotta admit. I've tried breaking it. It's working pretty good. So this is where we are on the progression of this server. So as Codeman decides and figures out how we want to bring players in to test, who's allowed to come in, who gets access, that's all entirely up to him. So he's working on that as I'm building all these building blocks and pieces for testing. I should be able to stamp out a new spell casting school with template spells that work along the lines of all the other mechanics that we have in for the spell casting. So maybe 1 to 2 days of designing the core spell idea, another 7 days to 2 weeks of testing, and then it should be ready to produce to the players. I have changed everything up to where we can just push out a million spell casting systems with millions of spells if we wanted to, right? That's within our capability. The same thing for other various aspects of the game, but I just wanted to point out this is where we're sitting after 3 weeks of development, and I want you to go out and show me an engine that gives you all of what I'm showing you graphically. And all I have to produce is the code or the rules and the logic behind it. Fucking fantastic, and pardon my French. So a big shout out to Citadel Studios for providing this core structure to allow us community servers to really push the envelope on gameplay design and go as deep in a lot of areas as you want to in your gameplay mechanics. So I'm going to leave it at this. This is my endorsement. This is Forsaken Realms. This is me and Codeman's game that we're working on, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but I'm going to go ahead and press on and get back to making the stuff that makes you guys happy. So you have a good day, and I will see you on the next one.